Bis and tries, yeah.
You did bis-tries?
Bis and tries.
All right.
What's going on, guys? Sorry, my voice is a little muffled because I have a cold, probably bronchitis. No big deal. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no big deal. We're just killing arms today.
So
yeah.
I took a day off yesterday just to let my body heal. Came in today, did arms. So what I did first, as you see in the video, was I did concentration barbell curls. So what I did was full extension all the way at the bottom, and then completely squeezing all the way at the top to basically contract the muscle, and no swing, because unfortunately in the past I formed a scar tissue and a stressed ulnar nerve in my left arm, which turned out to be because of overusage, and it was because of misuse of the muscle.
Because you killed your body.
Right, because I destroyed it accidentally.
Accidentally? No, you did it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose.
This is a purpose.
So what I did was I did a lot of time and attention exercise and squeezing and contracting the muscle, which I supersetted with tricep rope pull downs. Okay. So with the rope pull downs, what I also did was basically squeezing at the bottom like I did with biceps, squeezing at the top. I would hold at the bottom, flaring out as much as possible to get the long head of the tricep.
Long head.
All right. Let's be children. Cool. Yeah. The long head of the tricep. Okay. So I did, what was that, 4 sets of that, back and forth with probably about 10 to 15 second breaks in between. After that was skull crushers and
supinated curls.
And supinated dumbbell curls.
And you do standing though, right?
Standing. Usually I do sitting.
Yeah, usually do sitting.
So usually I do sitting, but instead I did standing, and I don't really focus as much on the weight. I because I do the bodybuilding and Justin does more of the powerlifting, so his is more weight based. More focused on weight of how heavy it is.
I try to do as much weight as I
as much as possible with still strict form. I'm more of contracting the muscle and making sure enough blood and oxygen is getting to the muscle at all times with squeezing and all that.
I do like a different. I do powerlifting, but then like my
smaller muscles.
But like arms, I'm not gonna powerlift arms.
Right. Yeah,
I'm not gonna try to curl 225 like it's stupid. Yeah.
Right.
But I do the powerlifting and then bodybuilding. It's like a power bodybuilding. Like, you ever hear Michael Hearn does power bodybuilding?
Yeah, he does.
Kind of like that. But he's
Bradley Martin does that too.
Yeah, he's a freak of nature. Both of those guys are freaks of nature.
Yeah. So what I did was supinated of dumbbell curls, standing. So same thing with the barbell, only that being that you're focusing more on controlling each specific arm rather than having it dependent, leaning on one side or the other with the barbell. You're controlling each one separately to keep each bicep equal.
Tell them about the skull crushers, how you do it with the bench press bar instead of an easy bar.
Right. So with the skull crusher, instead of using the easy curl bar, what I use is the what's it called?
Hey, what's going on? Look what we got here. Oh,
let me know your luck.
What's going on? Tommy D in the house. What do you say? What do you say?
Hey, feel good, feel strong.
Feel good, feel strong? That's good.
That's good.
What is it, better to feel good or feel strong?
No, you just tell yourself that.
Oh, look at him taking the shirt off. Look at this guy.
What are you working out today?
Just shoulders.
Shoulder day.
Just like he did, shoulders.
Shoulders.
So you can see the real delta action at work.
Look at this guy.
Nailed it.
This guy's a legend here at Ultimate. The legend.
Show me Ultimate Tattoo.
Oh yeah, where is it?
Ultimate
Bang.
Tattoo.
Bang.
Reppin'.
Reppin' Ultimate. I gotta get one of those. What are you getting a tattoo?
I don't know. Maybe.
Now, when we said you don't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari.
Oh.
I like that.
That's good. I like that. I like that. That is good. That's good. I have 2 tattoos. Tommy's got.
I got too many.
He's got too many.
I got one you got to pay to see.
Oh, okay. Okay. Take it easy, Tom. All right. So where were we? He's back. And he's back. And he's back. So where were you?
We went with the skull crushers.
Skull crushers. Yeah. Why do you use the bench press bar instead of the easy bar?
I use the bench press bar because I feel like it's more evenly distributed rather than I feel like the easy curl bar bends my wrist to an uncomfortable position. Personally, I don't go by comfort. Some people like to use the easy curl bar because it's more comfortable. Some people like to use the barbell because it's more comfortable for them, or vice versa, whatever it is. So I like to use the barbell because first of all, it's heavier, so I don't have to throw as much extra weights on it because it's a 45-pound bar compared to I think like a 25-pound bar. And also it, like I said, it's more comfortable and easier for me to use on a bench. So what I do with those, but at the bottom, what I do is I kind of let the triceps stretch. So I'll hold it right above, hence skull crusher, right above my skull. just to get the stretch in the tricep. And at the top, I'll get a nice squeeze, just like with all the other exercises of contracting the muscle and getting the long head of the tricep. Okay? So
what was next?
After that was,
hammer curls. Hammer curls with the
hammer curls with the straight bar pushdowns.
Yeah.
So straight bar pushdowns is basically kind of like the skull crushers, only that you're standing doing them, and it's a different sort of resistance because it's on a cable. So with the cable, it's constantly putting resistance on the tricep. With the skull crushers, when you're at the top, you're not as much putting a resistance because the weight is at a resting point.
Yeah, so if you bring it right over your chest and your arms.
Right, you can go more rest. Although you contract the muscle, it's not being like pulled down because your arms are completely stretched, flexed out straight, and all that. So with the dumbbells, what we did was hammer dumbbell curls, which was a slight pause, not so much of a pull to the top, more of like the same as I was doing with the contracting at the top. So what I do is I slightly pull up my elbows in order to get like that peak in the bicep, which also goes to the brachialis of the forearm. Okay?
Right.
So that'll not only hits the bicep, it makes it thicker, so more dense, and it also makes the forearm stronger, makes your grip stronger, makes it thickens your forearms as well. Okay? So
and then you did
was
preacher curls and
preacher machine.
Bodyweight Skullcrushers.
Yeah, bodyweight Skullcrushers, pretty much on the Smith machine.
Yeah.
So on the preacher, right? So on the preacher, didn't go too heavy, just 3 sets. The other exercises are all 4 sets for all the other 3 exercises I did for biceps and triceps. This one, just because it was a finish, it was a burnout, it was just consecutive one after the other. I just banged out 3 sets real quick of each. So squeeze at the top of squeeze at the top of the curls on the preacher, and then moving over to the tricep extensions on the Smith machine for body weight, just as like a finisher.
Like skull crushers, but body weight?
Yeah, kind of like a finisher. It only seems like I only do skull crushers.
Pretty much, and that's the tricep exercise.
But it's like the god of tricep exercise.
That's good though.
So I love them. I think they're great. So
is that it?
That's pretty much
your workout.
That was it. Yeah. Then after that, I had to fuel myself up.
And then of course you have protein shake. And the kid goes with strawberry because.
Don't even say it's on fruit.
Because,
Don't even say
I didn't say. You said that. I didn't say that. You said that.
I think I need to go just because we already did the exercise.
You a bitch. You had one more. He said. I didn't say that. He said that. You telling me to go fuck myself? Or you. Well, you just told them. Now you telling me? Who are you telling? Everybody? You trying to murder the world? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is my partner. This is my partner. I do this every day.